Hello and welcome to What in the Rocket League. It is Season 2, Episode 1. Season 1 was quite short-lived. There was only a few episodes, but I welcome you all back. And I've managed to find a bunch more nerds to come and talk about Rocket League on a game show. So introducing Digital Bacon. You know, you often find him in the meat aisle. It's delicious. And further down the supermarket, we find some confectionaries and some things that you might put on your toast or your bread, what you might like. Perhaps a scone. It's Jar of Jam. He's ever so sweet. And, of course, to make the full loop around the supermarket, we come back to the meat aisle and we find Finnerdt the duck.
Don't eat ducks, please.
I mean, they're pretty good at Christmas, but I was there. You've missed the
animals on
chance.
this planet. Do not eat.
Good roast.
Okay?
You've missed
Eat
a
anything
chance
else,
here,
not that.
Aiden, to just put tart underneath jam right there, because that's a missed opportunity, buddy.
Tar?
Tart.
It's a tart.
Jar of Jam tart.
Tar and
Delicious
feathers,
tart.
Delicious tart. Also sweet.
But guys, it's a pleasure to have you here, and thank you for joining me for the first episode, which may be a little bit rocky as I get back into the swing of things, producing and trying to host and thinking of all the things and the questions and making scuffed jokes. But why don't we just jump straight into it? Round one, if you guys are joining this show for the first time, round one is based on what's been going on in the news, specifically in the world of Rocket League. So we're not going to be talking about pandemics and COVID. Fortunately, it's been a bit too much of that recently. And instead, what's been going on in the Rocket League world. So, guys, pay attention as the first question will pop up on screen now. And it is a tweet from Letterman. He says, unless you follow blank, you'd have no clue FaZe Clan owns a blank.
Well,
Can you keep that up on screen for us, just so we can see it a little bit longer?
Take it a little bit longer. Why not?
There we go, yeah.
Unless you follow crypto, you'd have no clue FaZe Clan owns an NFT.
They own way too many of those. Unless you follow Firstkiller, you wouldn't know that FaZe Clan has a pool for dogs. Just that seems like a very FaZe Clan thing. Yeah,
unless you follow AXB, you would know Cybergun has a Twitter account. Wait, that's replacing FaZe Clan. Okay.
Unless you follow day one of the regionals, you wouldn't know FaZe Clan has a Rocket League team.
It's
Unless you follow Firstkiller, you wouldn't know that FaZe Clan has a defense.
Ooh. And also, chat, you're more than welcome to get involved as well and say what you think it might be. Maybe it's something like FaZe Clan. If you didn't follow FaZe Clan on TikTok, you'd have no idea they play COD.
What?
I think it's come to a point these days that Rocket League players play more Valorant than Rocket League, you know.
Or in some cases, FIFA.
Is it time for Valorant 54?
What was it? I saw Rise or something the other day saying like, "Oh, Tilted Towers is back in Fortnite." I was like, "Oh fuck, they are that old."
Aiden.
Yep.
Is it if you don't follow Rocket League, you'd have no clue FaZe Clan owns a Rocket League team?
That is actually the correct answer, Finn. So you do get the first point of the show. And yeah, it was from Letterman. He was throwing some shade at FaZe Clan for saying that they don't make any effort to actually promote their team or, you know, make it known that they actually support Rocket League. So it's a bit sad for the team because.
And then they responded by making Cybergun their entire banner for at least a couple of days. I don't know if it's still up there. But Cybergun, it literally was their entire banner on the main account for at least a couple of days for the regional. I think I don't know if it's still up there, but it was.
I think it definitely hit a nerve.
Like, oh, maybe,
I mean, it's completely true. It's not a bad take at all. FaZe are just always about like, oh, here's the new FaZe G Fuel drink, or you know, their new NFT or their new merch line. Like, it's just ridiculous. And like, I'm literally looking at it. It's them alongside at some sort of Seahawks game or something like that. The Red Cardinals versus Seahawks.
Are we sure they do
stuff.
esports?
Yeah, like they're more of a lifestyle brand now, really, aren't they?
Jesus.
Yeah, FaZe House and all that, FaZe Clan House and all the YouTube videos, the TikToks. No, you can imagine like the FaZe headquarters, just phones blowing up, people going, I've heard we got a Rocket League team. Is it true? Is it true? Do we have a Rocket League team?
Well, they've got the MTV crew in filming around the house or something.
MTV Cribs.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a lot of sort of orgs who have the FaZe update account, which is basically this is where all the spam goes. And then the main account is kept clean, and then you have like big announcements. Like they announced Illusion leaving on the FaZe update account, it's called.
But not on the actual FaZe count.
Yeah, so I think they might have retweeted it, but the announcement itself was on the FaZe update. But then Typical joining, which is of course the bigger announcement, went on the actual main Twitter.
Of course, they don't want to seem weak. Someone leaving, that's a sign of weakness. FaZe Clan doesn't have any weaknesses. FaZe stands strong.
They have no weaknesses except when they have to challenge the
until
ball.
one of those Rocket League players scores with a 360 no scope, we're not going to talk about it, okay?
And we're actually done it a couple of years ago by Kronovi, so...
All right, let's move on. Question number 2. This is going to be I Am Blank by Thorin.
Oh, God.
This one might strike a nerve.
The thing is that the answer is already a meme, you know? So.
Well.
I am hopeless.
Cool.
Is it I'm a misogynistic prick and I should be evicted from this industry?
Going deep.
No, it's not. Oh.
Yeah, just kind of straight in. That's fair. I've just got in my mind like the Charles Leclerc, just I am stupid, line over and over again. I am stupid. But
Is it,
I mean, go on, Finn. Get the point.
I am destroyer of worlds.
I have become death to destroyer of worlds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ender of times.
Yes.
No, you go ahead, Bacon. I'll let you have this one.
I am esports.
It is indeed. I am esports. And actually,
Such a stupid thing.
I found this great image here as well. It's the I Am Legend movie banner. It's just
my lord. God,
what a guy.
It's so weird, like Rocket League's community. Like you get so many weird takes coming on in. Like I can remember looking at this and like some people, like him saying himself, like, "Oh, the Rocket League community is pathetic because they jump on different areas." It was within Rainbow Six and Valorant there, but it's so weird that you're getting all these older like Counter-Strike and League of Legends casters, journalists, and all of that. I mean, think back to Richard Lewis, right? And it's just like. Maybe they're a little bit outdated with their thoughts, and like Rocket League is a good pinnacle of like
it's super young audience Rocket League compared to the others, right? Yeah, so it's all the young guys coming and mixing it up. It's a bit like in football with UEFA and everything, how it's all run by a bunch of 80-year-olds, and now you've got significantly younger 60-year-olds trying to start things up.
And then there's Fortnite.
Correct, and Fortnite, my guy.
Foreign just couldn't crank those 90s. That's it. Oh,
he never learned to floss, so he given up on the new trends. All right, so the final question of the round, and of course that does put Finn and Bacon tied on one point each. So maybe Gerald Jam, you'll be able to pick one up on this round. But it was GG's "Wish My Teammates Would Stop Blank," and this was Daniel from SSG.
This
being
is
so damn cute.
That was a good tweet.
Cute.
No, about that tweet, it was actually written by Retals, I think.
Retals just runs every SSG tweet account.
GG's. I wish my teammates would stop tweeting. That seems to be a problem with Rocket League, just mid-game.
maybe
specifically mid-game.
Has that really happened?
Yes.
Can you name some situations?
Classics has done it several times. He's tweeted mid-series. I think Justin did it once as well.
Yep. Scrub's done it a couple of times, I think, ain't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he's gone one step further and actually jumped in different voice calls.
I was going to bring that up.
I'll let Justin off because he's not actually human, isn't he? We found out in the last LAN that he is actually R2-D2, so... as a robot, I'm sure he can multitask.
He just doesn't sleep. Like, how does that help?
Yeah, that was... yeah.
I wish my teammates would stop following horrible financial advice.
And then just sell them a pyramid scheme afterwards.
I wish my teammates would listen to me about their expired car insurance.
Yes.
Um,
Go on, who wants to give me the right answer?
Unless Jam
Oh.
knows it.
I wish
Go ahead.
GG's. I wish my teammates would stop down goaling. That series was just madness.
Yeah,
So
that is
funny.
the correct answer. GG's. I wish my teammates would stop own goaling. And you know what? I'm a big fan of Daniel already. He's just come on to the Rocket League team. He's a
great.
super young guy, and Twitter already. He knows how to tweet. Whether or not
new
Retals
SSG look really
wrote
good.
it. Yeah, SSG
I
are
mean,
looking
SSG
great, aren't they?
And with the mentality as well, because some of Retals' videos, he said like basically the entire tournament, they knew that it's the first tournament of Daniel. He's 15. He's brand new. We don't know what to expect. They just had fun basically, and it worked really well. So
Oh yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see how they do when they actually start, having proper expectations. Because realistically, if you're SSG with this roster, they should be at the major, 100%. So it's going to be interesting to see how they actually manage the expectations once they have them.
the awkward thing is that Envy's saying the exact same thing, and they're just glad they got 13th, 16.
Yeah, we won't talk about Envy and G2. I mean, some swap deals going on there, but yeah, never mind that. So that brings us to the end of round one. It was a quick one, but we're all level on points, which sets us up quite nicely going into round two. But before we do, just Craftman in the chat, he goes, "I wish my teammates would stop selling me as an NFT." I quite like that one. Okay, so moving on to round two. Of course, this is the round two called Why You Lying, and it's all about our guests trying to fool each other. So one by one, they will read a statement which may be true or false about themselves, and the other two can ask them questions to figure out if it is indeed true or false. And of course, the one with the statement will be trying to fool them to make them either think that the truth is in fact a lie or the lie is in fact a truth. So, starting off with our delicious digital bacon, he has said,
Our family Christmas game is beer pong. So, pretty much everyone at Christmas and that gets around. For me here, this is actually mum's side of the family. So, you get all your cousins around, aunts, uncles. Granny is great at slam dunking that to the back right. And, this was just a simple little formulation because, well, things got too heated in Monopoly. Boards were thrown across the room. If you throw a cup of beer, it's going to make a big mess, but no one throws beer. That costs something. So for us, beer
I've
pong
seen
became
several
the
videos
family.
of people throwing beer.
They're degenerates. Just simple.
Okay,
What a waste.
but they exist. So counterpoint made.
Oh, yeah, right.
See,
Does that mean it's a lie?
I don't like this wasting beer thing, because have you ever seen after the ping pong ball gets wet and then it lands on the floor and it collects a bit of dust and hair, do you really drink that beer afterwards?
No, that's why you have the wash cup.
That's
you
why
know?
you have,
the wash
a
cup.
sieve.
I like how all of you are relating so hard with each other, and I'm here just like having never played beer pong.
What?
I'll
Were
play
you
beer
never
pong
like
sometime.
16, 17?
I was.
Oh wait,
He's still
I
15.
wasn't invited to any parties.
It was the pandemic already then, so.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, truth be told, the first time I've played beer pong was last year, so.
Really?
Yeah. Oh.
I also was
We're
not invited to any
apparently
parties.
Alcoholics.
Good man. Good man.
I was going to say it's just maybe different cultures is the Brit showing us, but yeah, this probably started, about 9 years ago now. Of course, taking the 1 year off for COVID, but yeah, it just took the place of Monopoly in that because there was too much fighting over board games, and this was just a good way to get rolling.
So, on the first time you guys played it, did that Christmas dinner, did it start with, was the first game you played beer pong, or was it like you playing Monopoly, someone got tilted?
The first game we played was, it's the Ellen DeGeneres, whatever, the headset up one on your phone, if you've ever played that. Where you just got to guess what's written on your head.
I don't think she's got a trademark on that.
Yeah. I think there was like some version of it, whatever, but that's the one we had. And yeah, like us as kids, like I said, probably about 16 or so, just thought, let's play some beer pong. And then the older like family members got involved. It was great fun. From there, it just continued on. Then each year, it's like tried and tested. It's worked before. It actually created a good atmosphere instead of, like I said, throwing board games and that across the table. So it was just, it's a hit. Like, I recommend it to everyone else out there.
What's the drinking age in Britain?
At home,
At home it's
5
like
years
5,
old.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
I was going to say drinking ages only really apply in public. At
Parental
home,
advisory.
That's so
that's all you
weird,
need.
man. That's such a weird law.
Drinking is PG-13.
I don't know. I don't like how Bacon has basically fed us all of these facts. He's weaved a story. We didn't even get to ask any questions before he already has painted a whole picture. I don't know. To me, it's plausible, but the way he presented it, and the fact that he keeps on drinking, I say that's a lie.
Oh, you're already calling it early. Go with the lie. I just want to ask
no questions for me?
Who is the
put
best
so
beer
much-
pong player
I'm
in
gonna
the
think.
family?
Who's the best beer pong player?
Yeah.
My auntie Trees.
Auntie Trees.
Christmas
She's
trees.
just accurate, yeah.
She just straight shooter.
She's just accurate. She just straight don't miss.
So what's her technique? Could you show her her technique?
Yeah, you put the ball in between your fingers and you throw it.
Huge.
There's more to it than that.
We don't allow any bouncing on the table because the table's too small. So it's just got to go straight into the cup. So simple, just throw it in. We also normally work in pairs because, big family, like there's about, 15, 16 of us. So get more people around, get more people involved. We also do like mixed beer and cider, and half of us don't like cider. The other half only drink cider. So you like selectively pick which shots of alcohol you want.
Okay.
You see, I don't understand. Why wouldn't you just have one team that's the cider team and one team that's the beer team?
You mix up the teams each time, because then you get like some teams that are too powerful. They have to be mixed up. They cannot be allowed to play
You
together.
want the overpowered cider team, so you have to give them a
That's
nerf, and then you have to join the team.
That's what I'm thinking. It sounds true, but I'm struggling to believe that they would actually have alcohol involved for some reason. Because it's a family thing, and you don't get pissed with your family. At least I've never been pissed.
He's a
off with
Brit,
Dave, but
so
that's true. And he has been drinking aggressively since he was 5.
He's a Brit. I just love the reputation that we have. He's British, so it sounds fucked up. So I guess so. I go with Drew.
I would say I didn't properly start drinking till I was 14. Thank you. It wasn't 5.
Properly drinking, by the way, not just a sip.
fine.
every
Like
now and
parties and that. We did parties growing up and all that. Yeah.
so start drinking at 14, beer pong already at 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
Beer pong school.
What are you drinking right now, Bacon?
Just Pepsi.
Oh.
I was thinking of getting. I've got like some brew dogs downstairs, but I didn't. We didn't set any ground rules for this, so I was like, I'll keep sober.
What beer do you use for the beer pong?
Whatever is cheap and shit, like Budweiser.
Okay.
You don't want to waste
about the
good beer
cider?
on beer pong. Cider is normally like Magners or Bulmers. So that's just what my cousin drinks, I think. Like that side of the family.
Mm-hmm. Good answers.
I don't know, because I feel like it's based on a true story, but then there's some, artistic freedom
Yeah,
that's been
could
applied.
possibly be.
All
So
right,
I'm
let's
like-
get it in. Truth or lie, guys?
Fuck's sake. Sod it, I gotta lie.
It goes with lie. Jam?
I'm still gonna go with lie.
Still gonna go with lie. Bacon, was it indeed
Boring.
the truth or was it a lie?
It was entirely the truth. Our family Christmas game is beer pong.
Damn it!
That's
God's
Damn it.
freaking ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but also one of the best things I've heard.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it actually, I completely stand behind it, and
He's so
it's a good.
British.
So the best thing about it, and it will sound silly, but when you get the younger kids that wouldn't join in, that's their way of, in a stable environment, learning that beer is yucky. Because beer pong amounts is like one shot of beer, which is nothing, instead of wasting like a good whole bottle on a kid. and then them just like throwing it or pouring it down sink. So yeah, beer pong works for the whole family.
Well, that is a huge round for you, Bacon, because that means you've fought
It
both
is.
of them, which means you've got double the points. You've got 2 points there.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a huge lead
Boy.
now, 3 to 1 to 1. But yeah, so and that sound means it is the bonus round, which will go on until the end of round 2. The bonus round is a new thing which has been included, and I've asked all of the guests to bring with them a lucky item. But first, before they show you, I have brought with me this. This is my lucky item. It is an iron.
All right.
And
All right. All right.
Okay.
Is it currently hot?
It's not. That's no.
Yikes.
Otherwise, I would be in pain.
It's not very dedicated, mate.
Yep.
It is not lucky like every day. It's
Don't
just
vote for
today
me.
that it was lucky. I felt it. I was drawn to it, and
Okay.
really, it was. I thought, when sometimes life gets in a mess, and you always know that if you've got one of these, you can straighten it out. So that's my lucky item of the day.
Your
Boxing
lucky
clothes.
item is a pun. That's all it is right there.
It's poor, isn't it? It's poor.
Yeah.
The thing is, he has
Well,
no
go
risk.
for it.
You can't get any points from this, right?
Downhill
You
from
can't get any
here.
Points.
No, I'm not playing for points, so it's all
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
But how do
You
the
can get
points work
anything
on
and
this
not be
round? then?
judged.
Right, yeah. So let me explain, especially to chat. So once Bacon, Jam, and Finnerdt have all showcased their lucky items, there's going to be a poll, and you would type either 1, 2, or 3 in the chat to vote on who you think has the luckiest, or most ridiculous, or best lucky item. So Bacon, why don't you show us your lucky item?
Okay, so just to confirm, it's just their favorite item out or their favorite reason for a lucky item then.
Sure.
Twitch chat. Right. Right. This is going to seem really like gammy, but my lucky item is an empty, used old like lip seal, or whatever you want to call it, a Carmex, whatever.
I do rate
It
it
is-
Carmex.
Yeah,
Good.
it has been chewed on and all of that sort of shit. This is about 4 years old right now. I really had to think because I'm not someone that really thinks about luck or whatever until I got asked this question, because this was in my pocket when I came back from a holiday, and whilst at the airport, I got a text through from Boyan, in charge of Rocket Baguette, saying like, "Oh, can you go do this job over in Switzerland?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. When is it?" "Tomorrow." Fuck, sure, okay. Luckily, before COVID and all that shit, so you could just fly next day, not an issue. But yeah, that then led to like doing the TCSE Sports League and like all different jobs within Rocket League. So yeah, that's why. And the only reason why I guess it's lucky is because I found this about 2-3 weeks ago in my travel bag, in my little like carry-on suitcase.
And
was like,
the next
"Oh."
day, Bacon won the lottery.
Yeah. It's only lucky because it's been on me with like every single casting journey internationally I've been on. That's why I guess it's lucky, because
It's memorable.
it's all gone fine so far.
Can I ask, what's lip seal?
Lip balm.
Have you
It's,
never
it's
had
just lip.
chapped
Oh,
lips?
okay.
Yeah,
I know
Vaseline,
lip, I've
whatever.
handed the term lip seal.
Yeah.
Used for it, because that sounds like something you use when you're abducting someone.
Yeah, my
Sounds-
lucky gag.
Finnerdt knows all about abductions.
Johnny Tech Lips, who shot you?
Yeah, I've seen,
Another one.
seen a few movies.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jam, what's your lucky item of the day?
Disappointing.
Don't we first have to figure out if Bacon is lying about his?
No, it's okay. No, it's no truth or lie. It's whatever you wanted it to be.
This says up the other way around, Right here it says, "Why you lying, Bacon? So why you lying?" So my lucky item of multiple days recently was something like this. It is a taco hedgehog. Oops, the blurring is going to be a little bit off.
That's so cute.
It's a series of post notes that my girlfriend Hannah had made me, and she herself has been bringing me a lot of luck. And this is one of the items that has been with me here while she's away. Yeah, she is my lucky item. But in the absence of her, I would love to just pull her.
Are
in
you
a frame right now
objectifying
and say,
women?
Well, that was coming, Finn.
No.
I thought it, and I wasn't going to say it, but I was like, Finn's going to say it.
Why?
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist myself. I'm just.
It's a
you know,
cute. It's the cutest thing ever. It's a little
I'm
taco
projecting.
hedgehog. It
is
obviously
super
like
cute.
has multiple meanings why it's a taco hedgehog. There's
It's
also
very cute.
one
And
that
tacos are
does
one of the
does a
best
little
foods.
toot. But yeah, taco hedgehog is love. Taco hedgehog is life, and yeah, this and everything else has been bringing me a lot of luck recently.
Did you say taco hedgecock?
Hedgehog. You hear whatever you want to hear.
Really
The first time, yeah, but the
and you are
second time
ruining
you
it.
didn't.
You are
No,
ruining
the second
it.
time he said the dirty word. Okay.
All right, Finnerdt, let's get on to your lucky item so you can stop roasting Jam.
Well, I've brought no. Well,
Here we go.
If he lifts up a microwave, I'm going to be so happy. Air
I
fryers.
brought an air fryer. It's basically a microwave, but it's better in every way.
He's one up to you.
If you've got anything you want to fry, you want to heat, you want to do whatever weird shit with, this man's your guy, man, pal. It's too big for the frame, which I'm going to blame on Aiden.
There we go. You can show it again.
There we go.
Oh, I can show it again. It's full glory. Look at that. Big brand on the back and well, front actually. It's an air fryer.
Is this product
It's a miniature convection oven. That's what it is.
It's a very, very useful piece of machinery, and I think it's changed the human race.
And that's why it's your lucky item.
Yeah.
What about that is lucky?
Well, it's a good item. Okay, get off my back about this.
I bet it's good for duck, actually.
You know, I've actually built in something into this machine, and whenever someone tries to put duck in it, it'll just send an alarm. Like it'll put a Batman signal, and I'll come running, and I'll absolutely murder that person, and free the duck.
Okay. Well, guys, in the chat, you can now vote on who you think has the luckiest item. I think we've seen and heard enough of them. So I will start the poll, and you'll be able to see it above my head. And if you type 1 in chat for Digital Bacon's lip balm, 2 in the chat for Jar of Jam's cute little taco hedgehog, or 3 in the chat for Finnerdt's air fryer.
Well, clearly.
Can I just say, I'm disappointed in you, Finner. Air fryers are shite. They're just so bad.
Right. I get your point, and I disagree.
This is where you find out he was deep frying everything before and thought, oh, my starting to feel a bit greasy.
It's just, they're just miniature ovens. That's all they are. It's just,
What's wrong with miniature ovens?
Just use a regular oven. What's
so versatile?
What kitchen doesn't have just an oven?
I can't put fries in my oven. Are you crazy?
In the Netherlands, they don't often have very good ovens here. Like the best you'll get when you rent a place is like a combi, like a microwave oven, and they're
a pretty good oven.
They're bad, actually. Yeah.
All right, let's move on. So number 2 is Jar of Jam's truth or lie, and he has said,
"I have beaten the final Dark Souls boss on my second try."
That's a lie, isn't it? It's got to be.
See, the first problem is, all I know about Dark Souls is that it gets memed as one of the hardest games ever, but I've never played or seen it. So, realistically, fuck knows.
So, quickly, the first boss is the prison demon, right? What's the second one?
Basically.
I'm trying to remember.
The second one would be the second one I think would be the Taurus on the bridge.
Oh, right. Yeah. I
think he's called Taurus Demon.
Yeah.
So what was your strategy for the Taurus Demon?
Every single time I entered there, I climbed up to remove the archers and then go down on him. I never managed to jump down on him and do a lot of damage. Never managed to cheese him. I just won in a fair fight.
Right, I've already got my answer in my head. Finnerdt, do you want to ask any questions?
Well, due to my extreme lack of knowledge on the subject, I'm going to say truth and move on with my life.
It is a hard game, though, Finnerdt. I've died.
I was going to say I play games with Jam
150+ times.
I think Jam has to find the strats. You're already saying you didn't cheese it. For me, it is like a red flag there. I think that's a lie. I don't think you did it on your second time.
I couldn't even get to the first boss. That's how much. I died to the same thing over and over again, and then I got lost. And so I said, you know what? This is taking too much time. I'm done. I don't even want to know what the boss is like.
I'll just lock in truth and hope that Bacon's wrong.
Go for a big play.
We gotta go separate ways right now, you know? Try and stop Jam getting all the points, so I'm going lie. Yeah.
Wow, the strategy is against me.
Well, but
you
used an obscure strategy of having an obscure fact / lie.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's beaten the boss, but it took like the 10th try because it's Dark Souls. So yeah.
Okay, so Jam, was it indeed the truth or was it a lie?
It was indeed true. I did indeed beat the Dark Souls, the final Dark Souls boss on the second try. It took me less than 4 minutes, and I was incredibly disappointed afterwards. This is it?
So impressed.
That's it?
Well, see, actually, I'm the most experienced Dark Souls player ever. And it was just all a ploy.
Finn speedruns Dark Souls, and you don't even know it. Yeah.
I've just played it.
It was actually Finn that taught Jam how to kill the second boss.
I actually was the second boss.
The final boss.
Sure.
Well,
Either works.
Bacon, you've thrown your lead a little bit there, but going the wrong way.
Yeah,
because now Finnert's got 1 point and Jam picked up a point. So now it's close. Still in the lead.
So isn't it
1 point?
Don't Bacon and I have the same amount of points now?
No. You and Jam have the same amount of points. You're both on 2.
Oh yeah, because Bacon got 2 last. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
So
Finn.
I'm
I
on
know,
3.
I know,
Yeah,
I know
fair
you're
enough.
really competitive. Don't worry. You've got your chance later on. Okay, let's move on to the final truth or lie. And that is from Finnerdt.
Yep, true.
Okay, copy that. I worked at a supermarket for 1 day before quitting the following day.
What was your job at the supermarket? Go on.
I think the English term is like stock boy, stock clerk. Just basically,
They just putting items on shelves.
yeah, it's a standard sort of. Because I was 16, 16 at the time. So that was just sort of really, if it wasn't a paper round, the standard job was to work in the supermarket and restock the shelves. Standard soulless teenage job.
What was your reason for quitting?
Right, so it was during summer holidays, and my parents were on vacation. I had the house to myself because my sisters were. I don't even know where they were, but basically I had the house to myself. I was looking for a job because I was 16, 17, so looking for a side gig.
What's your main gig?
Just hustling.
Yes.
Yeah, so when I came in there, and I was assigned to a supervisor.
Willing to
in the supermarket.
No, my main gig was just hustling on the streets. My side gig.
It's going to be a lie because he didn't quit. He was fired. He was just there in the supermarket like, hey, you want anything? And his boss said like,
yeah,
no.
I was actually selling all the items I had to restock just on a down low, as customers walked by like, it's a free onion. No, so I came in there and I was assigned a supervisor. It was the first day of work. So some bloke who was also, I think, the manager of the supermarket, not like the manager, but also like the supervisor overall at that time. So he was going to sort of teach me the ways. And they gave me like the biggest set of shelves, I guess you'd say. I think it was like the meat section. And I was just a bit confused. I didn't know where anything was.
You got upset because you had to put duck on the shelf, didn't you?
And then the guy just, it was like cows and shit, so not whole cows, but the meat.
Some cows and some shit. What you were saying.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I left. It was just pure, excrement. No, so but then the guy just sort of he had to go do something after like 5 minutes when I was just like, the fuck do I do? So he just walked off. I never saw him again the entire evening. And then like after the store closed, because I was working like the last shift. I think it was until like 10. I want to say like 7 to 10, I think. And then after the store closed, I was still working on it. And then one of the other guys came up to me, just started helping me out. And then within 5 minutes, we were done. And I'm just like, where is? But whatever. And then we finished that off. And then the day after, me being the anxious young child, 16-year-old child that I am, still am, but older. I was like, I don't want to go back there. And then I called in because it was the but I would say it, but like there's the first period of your contract, you can just call up and say, fuck off, I don't want to work here, without having to stay for like a month.
Fuck off.
That's what I did. I didn't say fuck off.
Thanks for the opportunity, but fuck off.
And so I called in. I was like, no. And then I eventually found a job at a garden centre.
Oh,
And how many days have you worked there?
Finnerdt worked at a garden centre because I remember when he was on the show last time. It was you helped someone find a plant pot or something. It was like the Queen or something. I can't remember. I think it was it.
Someone impressive, yeah.
Yeah, that was my previous story.
Like either Finnerdt has really put some time into this because he's put a whole story together, like details as well, like how the whole thing went. So either you've given away your truth far too easily, like an idiot, or you're really clever and you've told a very convincing lie. But I'll leave it to Bacon and Jam to figure it out. You're like, oh, Aidan, please give us the answer.
I think it's one of those truth in a lie sort of deal. Like I was trying to throw for you guys, like making it like over-explained. So, where'd you go with it? Like you got to ask questions. Like
what's the name of the supermarket?
Albert Heijn. But you guys don't know the name, but Aidan does. It's basically the biggest supermarket chain here.
Also the easiest answer.
Yes. Suspicious. It rings true. It feels like I've heard this story before. But maybe that's why it sort of compels me to think that it's true, despite him might have been.
Who?
So my big question is, why would it take you, 2 hours, did you say, to stack one shelf? It might be a big shelf, but like, surely not 2 hours.
I think it was 3 hours.
He was just confused looking at going, cow. It's not duck.
It was 3 hours, but it was just like, because there was like, obviously there's this meat, but then there was like 5 different brands with the same meat. And then they weren't sort of organized. It wasn't very obviously organized. So I was like, it was double-sided shelves. There was on one side a bunch of meat, quite a lot of meat, and on the other side also a lot of meat. So I was constantly walking around like, what the frick does this go? Because the batch I was given also didn't have anything organized. It was just a pile of stuff. And then, so I was just walking around to and from, and I was like, what the hell do I do and stuff.
I know you already described yourself as an awkward kid, but did at any point it occur for you to ask for help?
Yes. But like, so I was assigned someone, like, this guy's going to help you get used to stuff. And he just left after 5 minutes saying I had to do something, didn't see him again the entire evening. So I was like, and then I was like,
he was hustling.
It's the mindset of, why do I not know how to do this? I should be able to do this on my own. So then saying, if I ask for help, I'll look like a wanker.
So you thought it was a test then?
No, it was just me being anxious and not wanting to ask for help because I would be afraid of how people would judge me.
I mean, that's believable.
Was the shop open at this time? Like, were the customers going around?
Oh, so yes, but then I hadn't finished by the time it closed. So then
I can confirm at the Albert Heijn, they tend to stock the shelves at rush hour. It's really annoying.
It's silly.
Damn it. This is a difficult one, yeah. Right. I think it's true.
Think it's going to go true? Damn, what's the verdict?
Oh, God. Sort of the longer he spoke, the less believable it started to sound. So just so I can grab some points, I'm going to say false. It's a lie.
Okay, you're going with false. Well, Finnerdt, tell us. Truth or lie?
It's the truth.
It is the truth. Well, damn, we made a little mistake there.
What you said about if it could be a very elaborate lie, Aidan, the lie I'd prepared was very well prepared.
Now you're disappointed I didn't choose the lie.
I was really hoping that we'd get that one because I was actually really happy with that one. But alas.
Well, that brings us to the end of round 2. And the scores are fairly close, with Bacon on 4 points in the lead, Finnerdt 1 point behind in with 3 points, and Jam, you've only got 2. So let's hope you can make up for it in the third round. Actually, as well, just to add on, I'm going to have to do a split half point each for the bonus round because Jam, actually, you then got a half and Finnerdt's got a half as the votes were split 50-50. But let's
Pong.
move on to round number 3, which is quickfire trivia. So all I'm doing is I'm going to ask some questions, and our lovely guests, they are going to say their title to try and, instead of putting up the hand, because as you can see, we're quite narrow, and when you put your hand up, you can't quite see. So Bacon will be saying delicious, Jam will be saying sweet, and Finnerdt will be saying duck to sort of buzz themselves in. And it is quickfire trivia, so we will go as quickly as possible. If you answer incorrectly, someone else will be able to have a go. Just keep that in mind. So let's get underway. Which team won Season 1 of the Women's Carball Championship?
Thanks for putting us on the spot, Aiden.
Yep, that's why I thought it was relevant after the Thorin tweet. So
I mean...
So delicious.
Delicious, yeah. Go on, Bacon.
I was going to say, I've got it wrong. I'm going to say Sakura, but it was one of the players that was called Sakura. I think it was, wasn't it?
That is wrong. There was a player called, was a team called Sakura Blues, I think.
Was it that?
Yeah, but that was
It was
wouldn't
a
have
player
been the
as
winning
well,
team
that's
either.
why. Yeah, no.
All right, does anyone else want to have a go?
I think Finnerdt won it.
No, I was going to say Sakura Blues as a blind guess because that was one of the few names I remembered. Season 1, no idea.
No idea. Jam?
I blank out. I want to say wild something, but clearly wrong.
Okay, so everyone is wrong. No one gets the answer. I made it maybe too difficult for the first one, but the name of the team is Upper 90 Esports, and the team was Ravina, Caro, and Ducks.
First guy played for them at one point.
Yeah, they were the winners of Season 1 of the Women's Carball Championship. Okay, let's move on. Question number 2. Can you name 3 of the 4 teams in Group D for the upcoming EU Regional?
Oh,
Duck.
delicious.
Delicious. Go on, Ben.
I think it was...
Vitality M point.
Robbed.
I think Finnerdt was first, actually. Sorry.
Yeah, but...
Fuck! I just given 2!
Just to make it a bit easier for you, I'll name the other 3 teams.
I said 2 out of the 4.
I don't know if I tell you. Anyway, it's Endpoint, Carmine Core, and Natus Vincere.
Yep, that is correct.
Vitality.
You are correct, Finn. So you do get a point, which puts you up onto 4.5 points. Okay, question number 3. We've seen some young talents tearing up in NA recently, but who is younger, Aqua or Daniel?
Duck.
Okay, Finn?
It's Aqua.
That is correct. Aqua is younger by 16 days.
I did a tweet on Octane about this.
Yeah, one of us does stats like that.
Yeah.
I looked at all the
If you got the same question for EU for 2 young players on Liquid, I can answer that. But yeah.
What you're forgetting is so can I.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually did a tweet. I've been keeping track of like youngest player ages. The youngest ever is actually Hawk from ACE. It's 15 years and 10 days. Then it's Beast Mode. Then it's Darks. He played in Sam in 4 Regional 1. I don't know how to pronounce it. Darks. One of those people
okay,
that's
it's okay. You got
Right,
the question
yeah.
right. You
Then
don't need
it's
to
Aqua.
keep flexing.
You got the point.
Sorry,
Okay.
man. I got to capitalize. I've got my chance.
Question number 4. Who are the number 1 earning players by prize pool in EU and NA?
Delicious?
Yeah.
Is it KDOP and then... I've got to go Garrett G here, right?
That is correct. It is KDOP. He has earned $521,000 and Garrett G has earned $466,000.
Do I get 2 points to 2
Wikipedia.
different people?
No, you just get 1 point. Okay, question number 5. Which team has higher earnings, Cloud9 or Team BDS?
Duck.
Sweet.
Go on, Finnerdt.
I think it's Team BDS.
Incorrect. That is not the correct answer.
Bollocks.
Jam?
Wow!
Sweet.
Yeah, because you'd
Well,
already said
Cloud9.
sweet. So exactly now. Cloud9, 3 point.
What's the difference?
Are we allowing the 3 point there?
Yeah, I'm
If
giving him
on
the
one
3
or
point.
option?
Don't worry,
I'm
he's still
behind.
trying.
Fair, it's Jam.
What's the difference
we
between
help,
the
we
two?
help.
What is the difference? It's a difference of $2,000. So Cloud9 has $602,000 and BDS has $600,000 exactly.
If they won just one regional split, I would have been correct.
Yowza.
Incredible.
Super close. So question number 6. What is the name of the most recent new mechanic that allows you to hold
Sweep.
onto your flip? Yep.
That will be a Lex Flip.
I'm going to accept it, but it's the.
Boo.
Did you say feet licks or just licks?
Alex. I mean, that's a part of his name. So
exactly. Yeah. So I will give it to you. That's a point for Jam. And the final question of today, and this one could make or break the winner. What is the last RLCS match Kronovi played, not including qualifiers?
Duck.
Go on.
It was in spring regionals. In RLCS X.
If you say your thing, you have to have the answer. You know?
No, it was on Continuum.
Yeah,
it was on Continuum.
reserving.
It was against. How the fuck was it against? I'm gonna say against Rogue.
That's incorrect.
Delicious.
Go on.
Is it Continuum versus Nefarious?
That's also incorrect.
Can I go again?
Sweet.
No.
Let's say Continuum versus Charlotte Phoenix.
Okay, you're all wrong, so no one gets a point in the last question. I can give you the answer. You're all pretty close. Go on, have a guess.
Is it Zookeepers?
No.
Good call.
Was it?
RBG?
No.
Or
Is
RGB, whatever.
Is it Cloud9?
Why would it be Cloud9?
It was versus Ghost Gaming in the first round of the lower bracket. And they lost 3-1.
Rogue is basically Ghost Gaming. Come on.
Yeah, but they weren't.
I mean, this is funny because I was literally researching Kronovi recently. So
No.
I knew it was. I knew it was Spring Regional Phrase. Didn't know that.
Damn it.
But they were all very valiant tries. Actually, I didn't think anyone would come that close. Actually, I put that one in there kind of as a meme, thinking, no one's gonna get it. But you're all pretty close. So kudos to you. And so that brings us to the very end of the show. There are no more rounds, unfortunately. I know it felt like we were just getting warmed up, but I'll read out the points. So Finn, you managed to pick up 5.5 points. Jam, you managed 4.5 points. And Bacon, you managed 5 points. So actually, Finnerdt takes it by half a point with the lucky item. Unfortunately, your Carmex let you down.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair.
Got a trophy.
Oh. Really, it's more of a punishment. It's an air fryer. Come on.
I'll fry this ratio.
We can send him some duck to fry in it.
Oh. The taco hog is beautiful. That is worthy of a win.
To focus now. It is worthy of a half.
Jam's got a blur filter on. Damn you.
Yeah, unfortunately so.
There you go.
There we go.
But yeah, no, thanks guys for joining me on the first episode. It's been an absolute pleasure. I think it's been a lot of fun. And everyone in the chat, you can do !guests. Also, it should have been running periodically through the show. To go follow these guys on Twitter. They've come here, they've entertained you for a good 45 minutes. So go show them some love on Twitter, and especially Finnerdt, because I know he's such a clout chaser.
Follow Octane_TG on Twitter instead. Thank you.
Octane, okay, fair enough. Don't follow Finnerdt. Follow Octane.
Don't follow Finnerdt, just period.
Yeah.
You're the only one that would shout out your workplace. No one else is going to go yeah. But you know what I mean. Shut.
Any closing statements from you guys? Anything you would like to sign off with?
It's good fun. Thanks for inviting us.
Jocko Hedgehog for the win.
Okay, well, thank you guys.
No, for the third place.
We will see you back here on Monday, so in 5 days' time, and we will be joined by Stumpy, Craftman, and Tylacto. But until then, I will see you. Here we go!